Let's start again.
Yeah. Hi.
I
Hi, it's nice to meet you. You use a calligraphy pen, and when you start, it's like you just flow with that. And so I was just wondering, you get the idea before, or you just go with that? Like,
Yeah, you see, I use everything. I use sometime if I get a broken brush, I use a broken brush. If I want to use a calligraphy pen, I use a calligraphy pen. If I want to use a Wacom, I will use a Yacom. See, it is kind of a mutual. It works mutually. So so the idea, sometimes you start with something and it kind of goes on to get developed, you know. And I don't actually draw with only calligraphy. I go whatever I get, a broken brush, I got, paint, sometimes poster color, sometimes oil, whatever I get, or computer, work home. So, so this is like a for me, it's a form of expression. Like we speak, our words are expression. Somebody speak very nicely, somebody speak very rudely, somebody speak very in a very loud voice, somebody speak in a very harsh voice. It's like that. So, so that is.
and even for your drawing, like, your drawings are a little related to mythological characters. So, do you have an influence in mythological characters?
I think we all have. I mean, we grew up with whatever, whatever we saw in our childhood, whatever stories my grandmother taught me, or whatever books I saw in front of me. That is what I am, what I am become, what I become. As I grow up. And when I think about it, I think, let's look at this Ravana, such a nice graphical figure, even for in a very artistic way, not in a divine way. Even though, the best art in the world till date, most of them, they have something to do with deities, something to do with God, divine intervention. Look at the Rome, the sculptures, the Renaissance, look at the Islamic ones, look at our Tirupati, look at our Ajanta Ellora. Most of them are, based on the gods and mythology, and because there is something mysterious about them, right? So you have not seen, nobody has seen how Kumbhakarna look like. Three-story old man, maybe, huge, and he likes to eat a food. So it's very interesting character. So it's nice to draw. So lot of scopes are there, I think.
Your drawings, they're like simple colors. Do you use a palette for that? Like, only these many colors you use, like, for a
No,
particular draw?
it's so because you see, I am working with print media for a long, long time, over 20 years. So, when you keep drawing for a particular type of media, inside your mind, some kind of this thing, so this color print well. So you don't like to take chance so much. So you keep on doing that colors, and that kind of becomes a pattern. And but mostly these days, I think I don't like what I do. I don't like my art, but I like to do it. So I keep on doing.
You do children's book illustrations. So for that also, do you really use a particular style for that?
I don't think so much. I think we all have a children. All grown-ups have a children inside, right? So and I try to find that person when I draw. There was this kid who, whatever he would like to see. Then that mythology thing comes here. The actual reality of life, it's very monotonous. Uh, Whatever happening in reality is it's not very nice. People have to go to office, people have to listen to their boss, people have to attend their meeting, people have to put on a particular mask and talk in a particular way. So drawing for me is that it's an escape, and in that escape, the fantasy comes, the mythology comes, the drawing comes, the children books comes, right?
And for like you do even I have seen some of your drawings, and those drawings have like in the behind there is this like slightly you can see the mandala art. So you do that art first and then you do this art.
It's not really mandala. You see, our textiles, if you look at our textile industry, it is all very symmetric. If you get a texture of sari, if you get a Kashmiri carpet somewhere, you will find like the shirt that you are wearing. There is a particular pattern, right? There's a graphical pattern to it, right? So look at this pencil, right? So it has this dotted patterns, right? Now this is a very graphical pattern. It's a beautiful graphical pattern. I I see whatever around me. Like you see this handwork in this carton. This is a beautiful patterns. They make it with a cloth. So very nice. And I think they can be a background. Why not? You know. So sometimes I draw them and I mix and match with them. It's like it's just having fun. I think fun is very important.
And even your geometrical drawing, even that looks like it's like perfect geometrical drawing. And like there's this tiger drawing which you did. uh it looks stunning actually, and I just love that drawing. And do you like draw the geometrical shape and then you just figure out yeah, we can draw this tiger in that?
I don't plan so much actually. I just start something and then something comes up. But tiger, you see, whenever I feel bad, usually I draw a lot of tigers. You will see I in my social media, I just draw a lot of tigers. I mean not for my office. In my office I have to do whatever they give. There will be somebody and this, that, and so I'm not going into this. All the office, not every office are good, offices are good. But so when the office was finished, right, then I like to enjoy myself, right? That when I feel tired, when I get frustrated, right, I like to draw tigers. That is my from childhood. This was something I enjoyed. The forest. There is this tiger. I like to draw. So when I start drawing something, a lot of time I just maybe wanted to draw like a small something, some maybe some pattern of bush or something. That kind of became a forest. And in that forest, I thought that forest is empty. I mean, you need something. So some bird comes, something come, some bandit comes. That bandit ran away from this thing city. So he will come somewhere picking from this, and then there invariably have to be tiger from somewhere. So I enjoy drawing tiger. So there is no particular plan. It's just for happiness. So after the drawing is done, I am like, okay, oh, thanks. I feel better.
There's this drawing which I saw, like it was this way, and you drew the two eyes in the one side itself. Like if you check in this way, you can only see
Tourism.
half, but
Tourism.
you did it in two sides, and still it looks nice. But I have seen that same style in there's this TV show called Simpsons. So they
See,
use
it is.
thing.
See, because you see, it is all of a most of the cartoonists, right? most of the artists, everything, they, they work on inspirations, right? So, like when if I am getting inspired by mythology, that is also inspiration. And without thinking of anything, it will come inside you. You will start drawing in a particular way. And basically, these are, if you see the drawing of Matisse, you could see the drawing of Picasso, if you see even drawing of our certain Bengali artists, you will see the Ram Kinkar base. So there are this cubism comes, right? So something is broken, somewhere it is coming, like Mario Miranda, right? So with time, so people, they all are connected in somewhere. Or even if you look at the folk arts of India in different places, somewhere something is connected. I don't think so much. I just enjoy, I just go, I just see, and just have fun. Then I eat some good food, and that's it.
And like there's this cloud which you did. It looks like a twirly thing, and I don't know how to express it, but uh, like how did you really like improve your style? Like how did you find your style? You'll draw in this style.
I see. I look at the world around me. I look at. I look a lot. I observe people sometimes. So when this COVID was not there, purposefully I would travel in metro or public vehicle. I will just watch some people or watch something going on. So when you watch something somewhere click, then you start seeing things in a different way. Start seeing things in a semi-impressionistic way. It should come naturally to you. And then I don't think of developing or anything. I just let it go, let it flow. Life should be like a flow, like a river. You just leave it. It is good or not, I don't know. But it should be a flowing thing. It should come from heart and also make you happy. So that is the main, I think that is my main motto. I don't think of grammar so much. I just like to destroy grammar. I am more into the theme of the thing. Actually, the feeling is more important.
You did your studies in Europe for like for art, and I just want to know what is the difference between like studying in India and in
I
Europe.
I was not a very rich person. Still, I'm not. I could afford a very short course, 1.5 years course only. Uh, the main difference between there and here is when you are in London. So it's not all Europe. There are two cities in the world, London and New York. So these are the two cities. They are very multicultural, cosmopolitan. So you stand in front of Oxford Street, right? In front of you, you see people from all over the world, like flow of people. Japanese, there is a Korean, there is a European, there is a Romanian. So there is some Indian. So these things, I think, as you travel, as you see new things, do new things, these are always good. And in these cosmopolitan places, you get to see a lot of things. So in front of me, I had a classmate, Yuko. She used to get the brush and draw like this. Draw like this. So I've never seen somebody draw like this. So it's a learning, right? Somebody Swedish, some like Lautaro, he is making special effects with the statue, creating this. So these things, this helps. And in Europe, I think in our country, they they think of grammar so much. So all the illustrators you will see these days, they will try to perfect the perfect circle, you know. And so they, you know, for the kids, you are drawing for kids. They should be feel happy, that the feeling should come from the heart. Right? Life is a very short, 10 years for the kids, not even 10 years, 6, 7 years kids grow up, So that's I think it should come from the heart, and the feeling is very important. So that in Europe that is still there. For us Indians, you see, we have such a diverse culture. We have such a, it's an ancient culture, right? We have so many things. But every year in every segment, we are lucky to see that things get different. The tribal art of somewhere in Bihar and tribal art of Nagaland is completely different from each other, right? So it's very interesting to see these changes, right? And I feel, so there in Europe, in England, for me, what was there, they mainly worked on projects. So they used to give a lot of projects. And there used to be huge libraries. You can go away. There are the best quality art galleries. You can move around. You can find your own things. Right? So here, it is not that. You have to do watercolor in these ways. This perspective drawings has to be in these ways. So why? I mean, who has decided? There is no point. People should be happy. Picasso said that, when you are a kid, you are a fantastic artist. And then that rule comes in, and then you are destroyed. So, I think these are very important. I mean, I personally believe, you know, that art cannot be taught, it cannot be manipulated. It is the person who loves art. They will draw art. Tomorrow, if I lose my job, if I don't have anything, if I have a um, in my office doesn't want me and things like that, what will I do? I will stay home, but I will draw. I cannot stop drawing. So that is inside my blood. I have to draw I have to drink water. So that should come in that way. That feeling should be there among everybody, every young artist, every old artist, for the sake of art, not for the sake of money, not for the sake of business. Businessmen can do business, they are very good, but we are not.
Your drawings are really complex, and like you do this crowd drawing. I am really bad in painting, and I'm wondering how you're drawing such a you know complex thing.
I look at some other artists, they are way more better than me. I'm a very simple person, but the thing is, I just I don't think of much actually. I just keep on. I whatever I see, I like crowd. I like different. As I told you, I like to see people, how the people are, how they look like. I like to see them in a very funny way. So I have always made fun of the crowd. That means I guess. So I just start drawing and I don't think so much. And then at the end of the 1 hour or so, then see, oh, the art is created. Very nice. Work is created. It's good. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But I like drawing crowd. So I think for you, I would suggest, don't think, never think for a second you are good at a thing or not. Never think. Always have confidence, always keep on drawing. So as you keep on drawing, right? See, there are different types of people, right? There are Ekalavyas and there are Arjuns. Ekalavyas are way better than Arjuns because Ekalavyas, they work, they learn from their own. That is way more genuine. So in mythology, according to our mythology, his finger was cut. He could not do this thing again. But obviously, everybody knows that he was the best archer in Mahabharata. And he became that because of he did not listen to any rule. He listened to himself. He listened to forest. He listened to birds. He had respect in his mind, and he kept on practicing.
I have seen you drawing with your calligraphy pen. You just straight draw and like you don't really use pencil. So how do you like with practice? You must be drawing like that. So even for colors also, your drawing is like complex, and I'm be just wondering how like you do those drawings.
See, I'll show you something. Paper, paper. So, character, right?
Yes.
So you don't think you have hundreds of paper, and you just keep on scribble, 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 scribble. So when you keep on scribbling, you keep on scribbling, you know, your hand listening to your heart. First, what happens? Your brain. Yeah. First, what happens? Your hand is scared whether it will be good or not. Uh, I'll put eraser. I'll make it okay, etc. Then second day, okay, I did it. It was not bad. Let's try this. Third day, this. Like that, 365 days will be gone. And that 365 day, you make it into 15 another years will be gone. You know? And suddenly you feel you don't need it. Let's just draw. I mean, just keep on drawing. So then you feel a confidence. So I have started drawing when I was 2 years old. That's what my mother says. Before I started writing, I started drawing. And I kept on drawing since then. Till now, I am drawing. So every day there will be almost 9 to 10 hours of sadhana will be there. So either drawing or thinking or doing something related to it. So as you continue, your hand slowly grows. It becomes better. Mine has not have become better. I have become. I'm very mediocre, but I'm growing. I think that is the main point. And when you draw, you don't think of anything. Don't think of goal. You think of Ma Saraswati. So there is a divine intervention somewhere, right? So you think of that, then you feel like you get a confidence. I have not seen God, right? Nobody of us has seen. But it's nice to feel that somebody is watching. There is a cause for it, right? So before football match, the coach will come and say that he will tell the some inspiration words, and the people will be like inspired and play better football. So in my case, it's me. The artist is very subjective. It comes inside. It comes from the inside. So that's that actually. And it's just practice. It's just practice, I think.
Some of your drawings, especially those mythological drawings of god and goddesses, those drawings are like really detailed. Like it it looks like I have seen these drawings like which is like in some chairs and all you can see this Rajasthani kind of a thing. So I have seen those drawings, and those are also like this sideways drawings, and even your drawing also looks similar like that.
So folk art has inspired me so much. The miniature painting, the So these things, they are all very connected. You see, like a face. Right? Now I can draw. Uh, so I can draw. Is it clear? So a
Yeah.
character in this way. Now I can draw a character in this way, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So it's all kind of a same. I mean, the brush stroke or the pencil stroke, that kind of will show the artist's quality. It will become the same type of line, even in different styles. And for me, I feel I got to get inspired by everything from the Potachitro to Bengali pot to the Lucknow's Kalamkadi, the everything, anything and everything I see, I get inspired by it and I try to learn from that. So that things going on. So these things has come inside my blood. So whenever I try to draw, even I don't even think about them. They somehow come in the world.
Mhm. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, always welcome.
Thank you for the.
Have a no, no. I really enjoy talking to you and keep studying, keep drawing, keep enjoying life.
Mhm.
Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Thank you.